We have a lot of actually FitBody members who love FitBody so much that they're deciding, hey, you know what? I want to be an owner. I want to impact my own community. You were a member first, and you love FitBody so much you decided to be an owner. Now, there is a very big difference from being a member to being an owner. So, like, what kind of made you decide to take that leap of faith?
Oh, yeah. So a friend invited me to FitBody Boot Camp.
Okay.
I had always loved fitness and working out, but I had never been to a fitness studio that just offered classes at sessions. And so I went to FitBody, and within the first week, I fell in love. And it wasn't just the workout, because you can get a good workout anywhere. It was the community. It was the culture. It was that the coaches knew me by name. It was the people that I was working out with. And I was excited about it every single day. And it became the best part of my day every day. And so, yeah, I got on that FitBody high, and I wrote it out for a little while. And then one thing led to the next. And I went home to my husband, and I was like, we're going to open up a FitBody boot camp.
Surprise.
Yeah. And of course, like at first he was like, this is a crazy idea. You don't have any experience in fitness or training or coaching. You went to school for communications. Like, he was a physical therapist, so he had that background.
Right.
But yeah.
So that's actually perfect, because what I was wondering next is, just again, what we just talked about is normal to have these self-limiting beliefs, right? You don't know what you don't know. There's a lot of unknowns once you step your foot into the entrepreneurial world. Right. And so how did you overcome that?
Oh gosh, yeah. Just thinking back to my mindset. So, I was in my second job after college. Okay. I started this venture when I was 26 years old. So very, very young. But I always had the mentality that if someone else can do it, I can do it. Mm-hmm. And I did truly have that belief about myself. And I kind of had to continue to tell myself that through that journey, because, again, I could have doubted my ability to do this more times than I could have said, you should do this because of this reason, And so I, didn't have the coaching background. I didn't have the fitness background. I didn't have the business experience. We had just gotten married, bought our first house. We didn't have any money, and so I had that limiting belief of, how could I fund this? How could I make this work? But I believed in myself. Yeah. I believed in the process, and I believed in the brand and the vision. And so I really used that passion, and I, did my research, and I figured it out. And so I think, when you have those days of where you're doubting yourself and you're doubting your ability, you really have to dig into that why, as you mentioned earlier. And my why in that moment was, I want to wake up every day and do something that I'm passionate about. And I want to do something that's going to make an impact, not only on my life, but in my community and for other people.
Yeah, that's awesome. Now, guys, success leaves clues, right? You're seeing a pattern here from just the last two owners, right? You're seeing a pattern. They were all nervous. They were all scared. That is normal. It's remembering that why and pushing through. That's on the other side of that fear. That's where greatness is. So that's awesome. Now, we have a lot of parents that are actually on here. And so you are obviously a mom.
Yeah.
And so when it comes down to, because I get a lot of parents that talk to me, right? They're like, Max, I want to spend more time with my family, but also like I want that financial freedom, and they feel like they can't have both. Has FitBody given you that?
Oh, 100%. Totally, yes. So I built my businesses and my family. I grew it both at the same time. And looking back, I always laugh, because I have friends now that are starting to have children, and they're talking about, oh, we're having this family planning meeting. We never had that. Like, we just kind of went with it. And so we started FitBody Boot Camp. A year in, we had my daughter, and I was very much invested in coaching in the studio. Like, I wanted to be there. And so even when I had my daughter, I was like, we're going to figure this out. I would have babysitters come to our house at like 7 o'clock in the morning so that I could go in, be with the clients, like be there really early. But then I would have the rest of the day to spend with her. And then as we grew our businesses, as we got location number 2 and baby number 2, I was able to grow a team. I was able to grow our facilities to a place where I could step back and spend more time with our family. We could go on vacations when we wanted. And it was providing us that time freedom, as you mentioned earlier, and time is my currency right now. Yeah. Like, I would never have, thought my life would have turned out like this, but I designed it this way. And it truly is beautiful, because I get to wake up and do something that I love while also spending quality time with my family. Yeah. And then also, I do want to mention something that I really love is being able to invest in other people. So the team members that we have, you're helping set up a great career for them that they're passionate about. And so I get to do that as a business owner and a leader as well.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I love it. And I love following you on Facebook and Instagram because I love seeing where you and your family are traveling
Yeah,
to.
we love to travel.
And also them joining you for workouts. I
Yeah.
love seeing that too. Like, that's so amazing. Now, I'm going to ask you one more question because we actually have the time.
Yeah.
Same question that I asked Uriel and Abby. What is your favorite part about being a Fit Body owner?
Yeah, that's a great question. My favorite part is just, to kind of say the same thing that Uriel and Abby mentioned. It's the impact that we're making in not only their physical fitness and their mental health, but it's how it's affecting our clients' lives outside of boot camp. And you're seeing people come in that are taking care of themselves for the first time, and then they go have the confidence to get that new job or the confidence to start that business. They have the confidence as a new mom. And so just giving someone the space to come in and change themselves and create that new identity for themselves is so rewarding.
Yeah.
And so,
And it's way deeper
part.
than just physical, right? And this is one thing, I hear stories all the time, and I hear people come up to me and go, Max, I struggle with depression until I went to Fit Body. Max, I was in an abusive relationship until I joined Fit Body, and I had now the confidence to leave that.
Right.
I've heard people say, hey, I was suicidal until I went to Fit Body and I found this family. So it's way deeper than just looking good. Like, that's just the very minimum.
Right, yeah, and Fit Body provides that space for connection and community, like we've mentioned, where in today's world, we're so virtually connected with people that there aren't a lot of opportunities to actually connect with people in person. People are working from home and they're alone. And so you need to be around other people to feel motivated and inspired to do great things with your life. And so that is the best part, is just being a part of that.
I love it. MK, you're awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you so